News with Gina.
The News with Gina Grad.
A lot of hair salon talk the past few days and a lot of barbershop talk. Well, guess what? Now, hair salons and barbershops will be allowed to reopen for limited indoor service in Los Angeles County, with officials announcing that during the show as we speak today. So while the state releases overall guidance, individual counties can maintain tougher restrictions, which is what LA County has been doing. And the catch is the capacity will be limited to 25% of normal capacity. So at this point, business owners are basically just going to have to decide, do we have enough savings to now run on, a quarter of what we are used to making? But at least that can happen now in LA County.
I would argue that the standard spacing for like a barbershop type salon chairs that you get your hair cut or colored or whatever in, as I eyeball it, is right around 6 feet. They're already kind of spread out. If you think about it, if I picture all the barbershops and places I've gone into, they're about 6 foot. People can line up outside or show up and wait outside, and then they can just sort of let them in and fill the chairs, which are already about 6 foot. I don't know. I guess if you get into high capacity nail salons and a lot of women getting their hair blown out and all that kind of stuff, I guess that's something. But seems, I had two ways of doing it. When I went to Houston, I got a haircut. You came in, they did your temperature. I think they spritzed your hands with the alcohol. You put the mask on, and then you walked over and you got your haircut. And when I got my haircut in San Antonio, it's in a mall, and they locked the door. And then they just put the phone number on the door. It's weird. It's like a prison visit,
Yeah.
And you call the guy and he picks up the phone and you're looking at him. He's 6 feet away from you, but you're talking to him, and then you're having this, "Hi, Pops, I'm out. Okay. When can we?" And they're like, 5 o'clock. It's your head. Come back at 5, and you're talking. And then they buzz you in, and they seem to have it worked out. It didn't seem incredibly dangerous.
Floyd's in Venice put all the chairs in the parking lot. They got a big parking lot, and people are sitting outside getting their hair. Some's got to happen because my house is fucking insane. Look at my head. My daughter. I just gave up. My daughter takes a buzzer. She buzzes it off. My son has my daughter shaving it at 4 different length buzzers. My daughter's cutting her own bangs. She looks terrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Girls should never cut their own bangs.
No.
Putting the shit in the parking lot, I don't know. Is that
when we're having record-breaking heat?
Yeah,
it's going to be like 111 in 2 days.
And also, all right. Anyway, it all feels like theater to me. Well, not it all. A lot of it feels like theater. Some of it makes sense. Once they open the airlines and people are just at the airport waiting in line, they attempt to do a lot of things. They go, we're gonna board people in boarding groups and all that kind of stuff. It's still people standing in line. Mm-hmm. It's still people clustered together. Everyone's just sitting together waiting at the terminal.
Yeah.
Once you get on the plane, you're bumping past people that are putting luggage up top. Once you're on the plane, you hook your mask off. You take a hit off your sandwich or your drink and you hook it. It's so catch as catch
So
can.
why are you doing it?
I'm not interested in it. I'm not scared of it. I'm not worried about it. I have no thoughts. I don't have thoughts about self-preservation.
Well, to answer the question why he is doing it, because he's not a Karen and doesn't want to draw that kind of attention.
Why am I wearing a mask?
No. Why are you flying if you think it's dangerous?
I don't think it's dangerous. It's just a theater. I don't think it's. My sister said to me, I said, "I'm going to San Antonio tomorrow." She's like, "On an airplane?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "What are you thinking about?" And I was like, "I don't know."
I only know 2 guys that went to San Antonio to do stand-up, and they both got COVID when they went there.
I know, but they're fine.
Yeah.
Who are they?
Brian Callen and Brendan Schaub.
But they're fine. That's my whole thing. Right. I'll get it. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's. I've been to Texas 2 or 3 times. I've been to Nashville.
All right.
Going back
I think
out.
it is like a, there's degrees of suicidal. Mm-hmm. And there's the people that will take zinc and they will jog with a mask on, and they will, sleep with a fucking apnea, whatever. All the things you can do to extend your life. Mm-hmm. Those are people that they must really be enjoying their life, because I don't try that hard to stay alive. Hard enough that I won't fly, but not so hard that I won't, ride a bike without a helmet.
Right.
Or everybody's slightly suicidal.
Yeah. Well, considering we're all going to die,
Yeah.
It's just a question of when. But I've flown throughout this whole thing. I was going to fly a couple of days ago, where I'm going to Nashville coming up, I think. Right. I'm not thinking about it, but I get that other people think about it. I just never had those thoughts.
Yeah.
I've never thought about it. I've never had thoughts about that in terms of personal safety.
Right.
Never, I don't know, low or no self-esteem. It's kind of interesting. I was talking to Jay Leno about it. He doesn't have thoughts about that either.
No, he wouldn't. I can see that.
That guy would he would literally crawl into a dragster and sit on some guy's lap and try to lay down a 4.5 second quarter mile.
Yeah.
He'd be completely fine with it. Everyone else would have a lot of questions.
No, he drove a 1938 fire truck across Mulholland Drive.
Yes.
He doesn't care.
No, and it's like there's no seatbelts or airbags or nothing, tempered glass or safety glass. Like some of those things he has, some of those things he fires up. Like he has a fire truck there, and it's got a fucking flywheel that's 4 feet around and serrated. It looks like a giant. It looks like the scariest Chinese throwing star ever.
Yeah,
like it is scary as shit. All right, Gina. Sorry, what do you got?
Amber Heard is not done fighting. The actress has countersued ex-husband Johnny Depp for $100 million.
Oh, boy.
Claiming he used trolls and fake social media accounts to smear her and ruin her life. Amber's asking a court in Virginia to toss her ex-husband's frivolous defamation suit, she calls it. She's also seeking twice the amount. So he wanted 50. She says, oh, yeah, how about 100? Johnny's suing over a 2019 op-ed piece where she spoke against sexual violence and didn't name him specifically. Meanwhile, Johnny's asked the court to delay the defamation trial so he can film his role in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them 3 in London. And the couple's still awaiting a judge's decision on Johnny's separate legal battle in the UK. From the article that they were that Amber was basically like a subpoenaed witness for. Where we learned about her pooping in the bed.
I've said a few times, it's really not worth it being famous anymore, right? It used to be lots of perks. Like it used to be, you get any table you want. You get pulled over, driving drunk, the cop would escort you back to your palatial estate.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now it's like Yahoo's filming you at the mall, and there's pictures of you with not wearing a mask outside.
Yeah.
It's just
No,
gotcha.
you're too big. You're too big. I crawled my way to the middle. I'm staying right there. It's sweet.
You want to hang out in the middle.
If I'm writing on a show and that show gets canceled, wasn't my show.
Right.
I'm going to get hired on another one next week.
That's right. I think the middle's the place to be now.
No one's going to Me Too me. Me who?
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and he's too famous. How much of his life really? I mean, if you think about his fame, it's brought him all this money. It's brought him many accolades, but
a lot of wine.
And a lot of hassle too, right? Also, I think we should all go Ronan Farrow in the sexuality department, which is, you ask, what?
Mysterious?
Yeah, I just don't know. What's your... Yeah, I'm going Ronan Farrow. Ask me what my thing is.
What's your thing?
No thing.
But what are you really into?
I like to watch a lot of screensaver porn. It's just porn, but it has there's Zion, there's a Grand Canyon, stuff like that. It's not really any genre.
Oh, the Galaxy? You ever jerk off to the Galaxy?
Thought about it. I may jerk off, I may not. And when I do, who knows what I'll be thinking about? I don't. Are you attractive? I don't know. Is she attractive? I don't know.
Who are you attracted to?
Them.
Okay.
Yep. There you go. Scandal-free since 1981.
Right.
Yeah, there's nothing going on.
Wow.
You can't pin the man down.
Right.
And that's why he's the perfect sleuth to go blow the lid off of everyone else's shit, because he doesn't have any skeletons in his closet. Is he married to a guy? I mean, he's gay, right? He has to be, or is he?
Let's ask him. Hey, Ronan Farrow, are you gay?
And he's sat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's married to John Lovett.
Oh,
excuse me?
Host?
Lovitz?
Not that John Lovett. The other John Lovett?
Yeah.
The Freakonomics?
Pod Save America.
Yeah,
Ronan
Save
Farrow.
the Pod
That's
Save
the
America.
guy.
Sorry.
Stephen Levitt.
That's Levitt. Sorry. God damn it. There's too many people, right?
Yeah.
We're just in the Lovett, the Lovitts, the Levitts. My head's spinning. All right. Go, Ronan.
So Kanye West, who's spoken openly now about his mental health issues, explained his interruption of Taylor Swift's Video Music Awards acceptance speech back in 2009. And I have it if you need your memory jogged. So let's watch that first, just in case you need a refresher.
That was 09.
I always dreamed about what it would be like to maybe win one of these someday, but I never actually thought that would happen. I sing country music, so thank you so much for giving me a chance to win a VMA award.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm going to let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
Jesus Christ. Forgot about how uncomfortable this
One of the
is.
best videos of all
He's
time.
mortified. Mixed reaction.
Poor Beyonce.
So,
Now, the best is Beyonce is smiling. She
Yes.
appreciated the effort.
Yeah. Flattering.
after all these years, he has thoughts about it now. Kanye says he listened to a voice in his head, which he claimed belonged to God. He justified the interruption by saying, quote, "If God ain't want me to run on stage and say Beyonce had the best video, he wouldn't have sat me in the front row." The Lord works in mysterious ways, he says. And 4 years ago, Kanye was hospitalized for 10 days for temporary psychosis.
10 days? Sorry to say.
10 days.
10 years.
That's what I said, but
10 days.
I thought you meant 10 days. Yeah.
He picked, sorry, did I say 10 gays?
Yeah,
No,
you
he's-
said 10 guys.
10 years.
10 years, like
That's even better.
Yeezys.
Oh, I'm like the reporter that said the man climbed all the way up a mountain, but he's gay. He's blind. I mean, he's
Right.
blind.
Yeah.
No,
he
you got
picked up-
you got Kanye and you
Yeah,
got
yay.
Oh,
and you
I
got
said 10 yays.
and you got
Any yay?
Yeezys. His shoes are like Yeezys. So now
That's right.
he should be measured in units of 10 yays.
Thank you.
On yay number 3,
You're right.
I tried to fashion a raft for me and my volleyball.
On the seventh year, he rested.
That's right.
Thank you, guys. So he picked up the Bible in the psych ward and now says that was part of what God hit me with. You know, God has a calling for all of us and he uses it in different ways, different yays. And so that explains why he ran up on stage, because God told him to do it.
Have you ever had the New Orleans delicacy, the dessert called beignets? Have you ever enjoyed those, Gina?
I have, and I also use that sometimes when my muscles are sore.
Oh, beignet. Yeah, right. That's right. Yeah.
I wonder if, like, instead of he picked up the Bible in the insane ward, he picked up the TV Guide. Would the Gilmore Girls tell him to go on stage?
Yeah. You know what I miss? I miss.
Nice current reference.
I like
So reunion.
if you God telling you what to do, but was it Berkowitz? Who had his dog telling him what to do?
Berkowitz.
Son of
The son
Sam.
of Sam,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I kind of miss that, right? Like your
Yeah.
pet having dominion over you.
Yeah.
Like my dog, if my dog could tell me what to do, it wouldn't be killing prostitutes. It'd be a lot of getting him jerky treats. You know what I mean?
Right.
It involved him.
I mean, look, I'm no prosecutor, but I will say if your dog in fact is telling you what to do, he's
Yeah.
not saying kill runaways.
Right.
He's saying bring me kibble.
Yes, if my dog could tell me what to do, his dick would be in my mouth as I stretched my hand out to feed him little pieces of pork.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. There'd be a sexual component
Yeah.
as well. There's no doubt that Phil,
Because when you pet him, you ever pet your dog's belly? You got a male dog?
every day.
He moves that dick right over to your hand. He thinks, why is this guy teasing me? Every day. He gets so close.
You should write.
As long as you're down there.
You should write children's books. Like we talked about a varied career you've had, but you don't have a children's book. People love pets. They love to pet pets.
They love to pet pets.
I took a picture, Maxipad. I took a picture of Phil laying on the bed with my dog, with my son last night, with his arms around him. And there's the reason I got a 110-pound dog is because I just love a big, girthy dog, and he sleeps with my son, and my son just gets him in kind of a bear hug and goes to bed, or then Phil grunts, he makes a boom, and he pulls on him, and I just love that notion of that big. I like the loose fur, like the neck fur that's just you could pull out.
Scruff.
Yeah, you could go full Stretch Armstrong with you could give him a dorsal fin and he wouldn't even know you were touching him. You could pull out 7 inches of just loose.
What kind of dog
skin.
is it?
It's a black lab.
Oh yeah.
And he's but again, if I was in fact, if he had dominion over me, it'd be exclusively getting him food.
Yeah.
I'd say that would be it. Possibly some walks, and again, a turn for the sexuals, not off the table. All right. Oh, there's a picture. Yeah, I saw Sonny with Big Phil right before he went to bed, and I said, let me take a picture of this. This is cute. But it's another picture or two, I think, where Phil's looking at him and stuff. But it's sweet. It's nice seeing a kid's nature, and it's also funny. This dog is my daughter's dog, but he's smelly and he sheds too much fur. So my daughter's get him out. He smells.
Yeah.
I'm yeah.
Perfect for a boy.
That's what dogs do. They
Yeah.
Oh,
smell.
man. Does she ever watch the video of when little baby Philly trotted into the room with a big bow on and she was crying and crying? Does she remember that?
Yeah.
That video is my favorite.
It is a great old video. And the thing about everybody is it's saying, oh, I'm going to play this song we used to listen to when we were so deeply in love. And they listen to it and they go, yeah, I heard you. Now I'm with somebody else. Yeah. That's sadly how people go. Only in movies do you jar people's memories and they go, oh, and then the harp plays and you transport back.
Right.
Yeah, she's not interested in big smelly Phil.
It's different.
Old miniature Phil. Do you have that Maxipata, that old...
Yeah, we're queuing it up.
Oh, God, that was great. Yeah, I put a big bow on him, and he was a little puppy dog, and we let him... On Christmas, someone dropped him off, and we just pushed him. I just sort of pushed him down the hallway with his bow on.
Jersey was it? I got raise a virgin. That's still fine. But I got CP3 jersey, I could watch a Clippers game, but it's okay.
She's talking about the Clippers. Oh, here comes Phil.
What the heck is that? Who's that?
I should show her this.
Who is that? What were you saying about a CP1?
Right.
God, look how not obese he was.
I know.
Merry Christmas!
She's
Merry
just a wreck.
Christmas!
20 minutes later, he took a huge dump in her room on her shag carpet.
And it was on.
The honeymoon was over.
Tears of joy?
It was over. All right. We got it. Now he's just a big smelly turd. He doesn't sheds too much. His balls smell. They don't want him in the house.
First dog I ever owned in my life, I got for my kids when they were probably that age. And
you got it for, sorry, you got for your kids or they got it, you got from your kids?
For the kids.
You got it for the kids, sorry.
How would I get a dog from my kids?
No, I don't know. I thought
I
you said
heard that too.
You said the first dog you ever got in your life you got from your kids.
No, I think I said gay.
Ben, yeah. No, you were saying you got for your
So
kids.
I got
it just
a dog
sounded like from your
yeah,
kids.
I got a dog for my kids, and it was a little dog. I like little dogs, little shits. Sit on my lap, take them on a plane.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a little Lhasa
Can't do that
Apso.
with Phil.
And we bring this dog home, and we're so excited. It was a rescue place, and he was the cutest one, and my kids fell in love with him. And he comes home, and he gets into the living room, and he has explosive diarrhea on the carpet and then proceeds to roll around in it.
Oh, yeah.
So we spent the first hour shampooing diarrhea out, and then he went to my bed where he sat on my pillow, which is a sign of dominance, and he bit me repeatedly on the arms until we had to return him to the rescue place.
Yeah. If people don't, I mean, the thing about young Phil is no one knows how much a dog eats. So they like fill up an army helmet with kibble and go, here's your dinner, boy. And the dog's, you work out the feeding and the times and the right food and blah, blah, blah. And also my daughter had this sort of novelty shag, like weird 70s, like sort of ironic shag. Like it's so shaggy. It's a novelty shag. And Phil just walked right in and just took a giant sloppy deuce all over that. Like literally that afternoon.
Yeah.
Like that
Don't
Christmas
you just have
morning.
to toss the rug because that shag, nothing's coming out of that.
It's, I'll tell you, one of the best pieces of advice I will give to anybody out there is get one of those little Bissell handheld steam carpet, like spot whatevers. If you got kids, if you got pets, if you got carpet, if you got rugs, that'll be the best $126 you ever spent on your life. In your life, you just fill that little hopper with hot water and just, you will be buzzing the shit out of that.
And don't forget promo code Adam.
Promo code Adam at Amazon. All right, Gina Grad, let's bring it home.
You got it. I'm Gina Grad, and that's the news.
Gina Grad. That was the news with Gina Grad.